Takasikirwa kunamata Mwari Baba. Takasikirwa kunamata Mwari Baba. Takasikirwa kunamata Mwari Baba. Isu takasikirwa kunamata Mwari Baba. Takasikirwa kunamata Mwari wekudenga. Takasikirwa kunamata Mwari Baba. Amen. Hello Zimbabwe, my name is Professor Jeremiah. Today I want to submit 3 dispensations sufficing in Zimbabwe. Dispensation of triumviracy, dispensation of traditional triumvirate in respect of King Lobengula, dispensation of political triumvirate in respect of Cecil John Rhodes, and dispensation of religious triumvirate in respect of Emmanuel Mujigiwa. Now, it is known that in Zimbabwe we are a Christian country, born out of several sessions. In our Murenga priesthood evolution is already alluded to in our Zion progeniture, starting with the King David of Zion, from King David of Zion to King Solomon of Jerusalem, from King Solomon of Jerusalem to Emperor Menelik of Ethiopia. From Emperor Menelik of Ethiopia came Murenga of Murenga priesthood, which means our lineage is theological, which meaning that our tradition is theological, our politics has to be theological, and our religion must also be theological. As I already said, our leadership in Zimbabwe is constituted around our triumvirates. Remember, I indicated that Zimbabwe as a kingdom, our religious kingdom, called Ofe, the biblical kingdom called Ofe. We are also a state. I already said that our traditional state encompassing Malawi, Zambia, and Zimbabwe is Rhodesia and Nyasaland. Then, after our statehood, we are also known as Zimbabwe as a country, our geopolitical country of political administration, Forbes, Plumtree, Chirundu, Beitbridge. That's our geopolitical country. Our state goes beyond that. Our state, which was previously called Mutapa state, goes beyond geopolitical boundaries. So, in our leadership, our first leadership was traditional, with King Lobengula as our tribal king. After dispossession of King Lobengula came Cecil John Rhodes, a cleric, son of a Canterbury clergyman, incumbent of Canterbury priesthood of Moffat, and interpreter Rad. That dispensation was also allowed in Zimbabwe to suffice. After the dispossession of that political dispensation came a religious dispensation which started around 1911 with the Abraham reincarnate of Dr. Pemiwa. From there on, events started taking place until our politicians were asked to put on Asian gown, that not garments, meaning that we are now in a dispensation of a religious triumvirate. Everything is going to be done in consultation with Mzimu Noera. So we must then manage our religious dispensation accordingly by advising our political leadership and traditional leadership of the situation at stake. Ire kutsvagaro pam rakandamata nezuro kure kutsvagwaro pam rakanamata muteuro iri ndiro ropa rakanamata nezuro iri ndiro ropa rakanamata muteuro ndaombera ropa rakanamata nezuro ndaombera ropa rakaunamata muteuro Johani ropa rakanamata nezuro Johani ropa rakanamata muteuro Manuero ropa rakanamata nezuro Manuero ropa rakanamata muteuro Erija ropa rakanamata nezuro Erija ropa rakanamata muteuro Mozisi ropa rakanamata nezuro Mozisi ropa rakanamata muteuro ya Yemeni. Now we must then reduce our cardinal factors to the lowest common factors. Our lowest common factors in our cardinal in our cardinal setup goes with Joshua, Ignacio, and Andrea or Andrew. Joshua, Ignacio, Andrew is the basis of our lowest common factors. Then will do constitute our religious leadership in representation of religious triumvirate. Ire guzagaro pam rakanamata nezuru ire guzagaro pam rakanamata muteuru ire ndiro ropa rakanamata nezuru ire ndiro ropa rakanamata muteuro ya Yemeni. It is now about time we should advise our political leadership, traditional leadership, and religious leadership of the current cardinal status quo manifesting in Zimbabwe in respect of religious triumvirate dispensation of leadership. Tava kufanira kutungamidza hosana kureva kuti Mzimu unoera mushure mekunga utongi hwechivanhu hwamambo Robengura hwabviswa neutongi hwepolitics hwaCecil John Rhodes, utongi hweRhodesia hwabviswawo neutongi hweZimbabwe. Utongi hweZimbabwe hune sungano yawakaita neMzimu unoera kureva kuti utongi hwemuZimbabwe hunofanira kunga huri mubutiro reMzimu unoera uchiudzwa zvekuita neMzimu unoera. Saka waamwaka wekurapanura zvirahwe zvese zvakamira kumazuva. Atenda angu ndonzi Jeremiah, reporting for Shekinah Kebra Nagast Media as chief correspondent, signing off.